Okay, we are at the D2 Fall Festival in Seattle for the Division II Volleyball National Championship following today's national championship match between West Texas A&M and Concordia St. Paul, a 4-set win for West Texas A&M. We're joined by head coach Kendra Potts and players Abby Nash and Kayla Elliott. Coach, start with an opening statement about today's match.
To try to keep composure. What I was really excited about was just the environment, and it was like true, genuine championship match. The rallies were high level. You have to play close to perfect to beat a team like Concordia St. Paul. And I don't know, just the environment, the whole overall, I don't know, just style of game and level of game was just really fun to be a part of. Of course, it's nice to come on the winning side. But I'm so proud that these girls, these student athletes get to experience something like this.
And then after you guys split the first two sets, both of them were tied 23. You guys got one of them. Concordia St. Paul got one of them. What did you learn in those first two sets about where this match would ultimately be decided?
Literally inches. We were just talking about inches are going to be the determination between a positive block touch or a tool or, a clean kill on their end or us being able to defend. And so just little movements. We were talking about little movements, and as we went, Kayla got cleaner with it. We got more positive touches. We were able to defend, and we were also talking about out of 5 swings from Concordia side, let's try to dig one, because they're that good. So we knew it was going to be a tight match. We were up and ready for that, and we knew that we were going to have to move on, but learn at the same time. Not move on and say, oh, that's just what they do. Move on, but learn how we can adjust and execute moving forward.
You talked about it being a match of inches, and it really was, but what, in your mind, was the turning point in this match?
We're down 23-20 in the fourth set, and we literally are just focusing on the point at hand. We were talking about always focusing on the physical rather than the emotional, because you can't help but have some emotions when you're in a match like this. And so we just keep reiterating to the players, just be physical about it. If you are physical, you're capable. And they applied it. I can't wait to hear what y'all say, because they just apply a game plan so well, and they never go away.
Okay, let's hear from the players. And Abby, we'll start with you. 15 kills, 11 digs tonight, all tournament. How does a national championship match feel any different than any other match over the course of the year?
Well, I think we knew that this was, Kayla and I, we knew this was our last match. And I think we just had the mindset of, just like Kendra said, 1 point at a time. And there was no pressure, because you either win or you lose, and I think we did a really good job of leaning on each other, and we just said, all right, just like Kendra said, move on. If you make an error or if they get up and get a kill or something like that, we were able to just move on and play 1 point for 1 point.
And then in each of the 4 sets, you guys are tied at 23 in both of the first 2 sets. I think the 19 was the latest it was tied in the third set, and then obviously the last one had a couple of match points in that one, so it took it a little extra. In your mind, what made these two teams so evenly matched?
I think that both teams we just wanted to swing out, whether it was going to be a point or it was going to be an error. That we were both the aggressors, and I think that's what it takes at this level to win a national championship.
Kayla, 17 kills, 6 blocks, also all tournament. At what point did you start to feel the momentum of the match going in your favor?
I felt like it was that third set. I think it was like 13-11, and we were just down a little bit, and I was just like, we're gonna start climbing, and we started playing little games to 5, and we're just like, let's just get to 15, let's just get to 20. And so I think kind of breaking it down that point by point and just being like, we don't have to get to 25 right now, we just have to get to that next fifth point. I think that really helped us just be like, okay, let's take this point by point, and we didn't really have to see it as a whole. It was just mini games.
Okay. One of the things I talked about in the broadcast a lot, starting with the match, your quarterfinal match, was it was 15-12, or I think it was 15-12. It was in the 5th set of that match, and there was a review play that you felt you didn't touch. Yes. So regardless of how that call went and how that review went, what was talked about a lot was how you handled that and how you channeled that. I was actually watching it in here, and you could see the rest of your teammates laughing, staying
Yeah.
loose, and they focused in on your face, and that
Yes.
wouldn't describe you. What was going through your mind at that point, and how did you channel that into such a positive performance the rest of the way?
Honestly, I took it a little personal, and I think that kind of just, I was like, how can I help my team in this next point? I wanted to do more than I was doing before, and I wanted to make bigger pushes. I wanted to put up a block so my back row could have good channels, and I think just that energy kind of radiated to everyone. They could see my face. They could tell I was a little upset about it, but they, instead of kind of being like nervous about it, they were like, okay, she's ready. I think it was Blair, Ainsley, one of them gave me that next ball, got the kill, and I was just like, okay, we're ready. Let's get this one. And so I think it just helped us channel a lot of that energy. They know when I get fired up that I'm ready.
Like, give her the ball.
Yeah, they know it, and so I think they just kind of hopped on with that energy, and we did it. Yeah.
Great. Coach, follow along with that. How proud are you of the way your team battled throughout this entire tournament?
It's been, we've said it, I think we may have even said it at regionals, it was after last year, and these are both returners, so after last year's Elite Eight, when we got a little taste of it, our spring was a little bit more focused in a different way, but our summer significantly was different to where it didn't start at the playoff run. I feel like it started in June. I'm just so proud that these girls can see, if you can take it one day at a time and be in the day that you're in, you can actually end here, and that's what we were trying to just establish. If you win your day that you're in, it just becomes habit. It's just, we kind of have a saying, that's just what we do. And we end the day, if we're executing it, that's just what we do. And that's what became the norm. The other side of it is like the altruistic vibes that this team gives out. We are super proud for each other. And I think that, we've got give on the back of our shirts. I think that's where we energize. When we're giving to somebody else, all of a sudden it amps us up a little bit. And so in no way do I think we're doing anything significantly different than anyone else, but these girls truly bought into these concepts, and it just became habit. And I'm just proud that they get to take this in, I just want them to live on this high for a little bit and be proud of their efforts.
Excellent. We'll open it up for any questions.
Yeah, Kendra, you spoke a little bit about the environment and the fans and the family and everything, and we noticed that Rod Rodriguez was here. Can you talk a little bit about that? Yes,
so last year at Tampa, we have an alumni that was on the 97 national championship team. Her name was Brittany Bridge. She was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer, and she made that trip last year to Tampa, and it was not easy for her to be there, but we all saw her walk in the gym, and we're warming up, and we're just like, whoo, we were just so happy to see her there, and it was a great experience. We got to hang out in Florida, and Brittany has been like a spark. She's just been this angel in our gym that just like keeps us inspired and grateful for all the things we have. And so when we got back here, Rod's texted me like, I think I'm gonna make it to Seattle, and it's a 97 national championship team. Here we are 25 years later. Brittany's husband is here, and I just feel that she's here enjoying this with us, and she was a good dancer, so I have no doubt she's dancing on a really nice fluffy cloud. And so it's just little stories like that we felt all week long, and these girls have given so many people joy around us that they are making so many people happy and give something to be excited about, and this is what sports is all about.
Question for anyone. The two matches leading up to this, Wingate, hard-hitting team, St. Louis, very scrappy team, never out of the point. How did those two different styles prepare you for this match today?
Okay. Well, I don't want to be my column. Well, what we have talked about is like through this playoff process, we've been grateful that every team we played prepped us for the next match, ironically. And so every time we were prepping, we were like, we've seen this before, remember so-and-so. And so the buildup was great. And again, these girls are learners and we learn in real time. We always say, we don't have to get better on Monday at practice, we can get better right now. And so what's been good is that every match we played, it really felt like, it was funny, I was like, all the matches we played have prepped us for Concordia St. Paul. We just felt good about it, we felt good about our game plan, we knew it was gonna be a battle, but we had seen it before. And so I don't know if you want to elaborate on that, but I really felt like the schedule really helped us prepare.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kendra and Casey and Brooke, they are so big on learning and then applying without this, how would you say it? Well, without getting stuck on the error part. You know, so you learn, you apply, and then you move on, and you carry that on. You carry that with you. Next point, and in a similar situation, they've just taught us how to apply what we've learned, and just to continue to learn. You know, I think losing one of the sets today, I can't remember which one it was. My brain's so scattered. The first one. I think a lot of teams could have really stuck on that and let it kind of take their momentum, take their energy away. But it was just another learning opportunity for us. So it was really good.
Yeah, retweet.
So Kendra, you had an amazing career at WT. What does this mean for you, coming in as a coach to win a national title? You came in just a few years after WT won their last one. What are the emotions going through as a coach right now?
Well, we do our gratitudes and intentions every day as a team, and I got pretty emotional this morning with mine because I got to see my sister win a national championship in '97. That's truly why I was like, I'm going to be a Lady Buff. I want some of that. And we talk about our 10-year-old self. We call her our little Betty. We want to play for that 10-year-old girl that we want to inspire. And my daughter is 10, and she was in the gym or in the room doing grats and intentions, and I'm like, this is so cool. We're inspiring these young girls. We're inspiring ourselves. We're getting to play for those little girls that we always, the first time we picked up a ball, and we did. We had a really good, just emotional cry, I guess, just because it's all coming together, and so I can't, I feel like I'm a little out of body right now to really put it into words about how special this is, but this program has given me personally so much that I just want to give back. And I'm just thankful that I have girls that were patient with me through the process and gave me grace even on my worst day. And so it just goes back and forth. I want to do the same for them as well.
And then Kayla, Abby, seniors, you guys are going out with the biggest bang. I mean, there's nothing beating, being a national champion in your senior season. What advice do you have for, future and upcoming Lady Buffs joining this program?
Buy-in, 100%. Give it your all. I think Kendra makes that really easy to want to be a part of this program. She finds girls that just fit perfectly, and I think the fact that we've had a team that it's been so easy for everyone to buy in. It's not like we have to convince them to do it. They're just like, okay, yeah, I want to be a part of this, and I know she's a huge part of that, and so I'm super grateful for that. Grateful to have been a part of it and to see the program just excel. I know she's going to do amazing things in these coming years, and so I'm really excited for that. But yeah, buy in, because it's so worth it.
Retweet. Absolutely buy in. Take the risk. Be willing to be coachable and be willing to kind of embrace the suck. If you're struggling, embrace it, because you've got people behind you who are gonna support you even when you're struggling, and they're gonna help you no matter what. There's been so many times when people have just come into Kendra's office and been like, hey, I'm struggling with something, and she and all of the coaching staff do such a good job of making us so much more than athletes. They care about us as people, they care about us as students, all the things. So we buy in. Mic drop. That's all I got.
Great. Well, congratulations, 2022 Division II Volleyball National Champions, West Texas A&M. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.